How's everyone doing today? Well, I'm over at the garden today. I've got some garlic beds I need to prep up. I've got 2 beds actually planted already, but I have a lot more to go. I think about 1,500 garlic I'm putting in this year, so I need to get a move on. I've been too busy to get over here. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about silage tarps. What you see here in the background here, I don't have it fully out just because I haven't had a chance to get all the raw crops out. But basically what the silage tarp is, the tarp here I think is about 6 mil thick, and I think mine is about 25 by 50 feet. And what you do is you lay it down on the ground and you leave it the black side up, and you leave it down for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then what happens is the sun hits it, solarizes and kills everything, all the weeds, the weed seeds and stuff, or actually helps to kill most of them off. There's always going to be weed seeds and stuff, and then when you pull it off, everything should be kind of dead and ready to plant in. This is actually my first year using this. I got about 3/4 of the way through the summer, about mid-August, and I only got this down probably mid-September, so it's been down for about a month now. And I'm going to pull it all off today and see what it looks like underneath, and show you guys what the silage tarp does. I'm actually going to put this into another section of the garden once I get the other crops out and let it sit over winter and see how that works. Hopefully you guys can see all this. So I'm just going to take all the weights off I have here, and there's a lot of water because it's been raining the past few days here, so everything is weighted down nicely. Okay, so that's all the weights off, so I'm going to pull the tarp up here and get the water off. A lot of water on this. Okay. We'll finish the water part just in a minute here. We'll show you what it looks like underneath. So here we go. It's not too bad actually. A lot of things have died off. There's still some of this grass still growing here. This stuff is quack grass. It's unbelievable. Just lives on. But there's a lot of horsetail in this area that I can't stand, and it looks like it's killed off a lot of stuff here. So it looks like it's pretty much ready to plant in. I just have to give it a quick weed here, pull out some of these things that are still trying to grow here. It's unbelievable. Like, look at that. This is the quack grass here that it's so hard to kill. Even underneath that tarp for 3 weeks, it's still coming up. But like the main stuff, see how easy that is now once it's pulls up nice and fast like that. And there's some horsetail there. I think this was horsetail here. You can see it. It's died off nicely. But the roots from horsetail just go forever as well. So we'll get some of this stuff cleaned up here quickly. And this bed looking pretty good. This bed is usually pretty bad for weeds too. But we'll try to get this one cleaned up quickly, level off, and try to get some garlic in it. Okay, so I just raked the beds out. Pretty impressed with the tarp, but I think because we've had such a rainy October, late September, it probably could have had a bit more sun to help solarize some of the weeds in here still. Still see a few things kicking around, but a lot better than I expected. And the pathways too, these are usually just weed central. And rake this one out too. And this usually has a lot of weeds too. It looks like it's killed a lot of the weeds through here. Here's that horsetail here. See half of it. So pretty impressed with that so far. There we go. So I'm gonna go grab some garlic and compost, and we're gonna get some garlic planted in here, and have lots of garlic for next year. All right, so this is the one variety I'm gonna do this year called, I think it's called Jahole. I think that's how it's pronounced, Jahole. My girlfriend got it from a local farmer over from where she lives. I've tried some. It's super spicy, a little small because I think there was lack of rain this year. So we will get this planted in here, And I just sifted some compost, so that's kind of why I'm out of breath. Sorry for the heavy breathing here. But this is the hardest part, is sifting out the compost. It takes the longest. And this year, usually what I do, I just break it apart and push it in with my finger. But what I did this year is, let's find one of these posts I was using. Kind of like a dibbler. Where are they? They're all hiding on me. I just buried them with the tarp here. We can use a square one. It's all good. Ideally, I would like to get an actual dibbler so I can actually do this properly. Drinking lots of water. So I'm just gonna poke a hole every few inches where I want the garlic. Maybe 6 inches roughly. And then come over this way, all the way down. So I'm going to finish this quickly so you guys don't have to watch me do this, because it could be quite boring. And then we'll get back at it. Alright, I normally have them broken up before I get out here, but I haven't had time. So I've just done a few here. And these holes are pretty deep, which is nice. So you just gotta plant it so the root side is down. And ideally you don't want to have any paper or any garlic showing. You want the paper still on. That's okay. See how it works. There we go. So I'll finish planting these up quickly and then show you the next step. Here we go. We've got the garlic all planted in. So the holes are a little deeper than I normally plant them. They're about 3-4 inches deep, which is okay because then you won't need as much mulch on top for the winter time. But yeah, some of them are super deep. Like that one's really deep. But that's okay, because then when I dump the mulch on, it'll be good to go. So I'll get the wheelbarrow set up here and we'll put it on, and then they'll be ready for the winter and start going for next year. So I just come in with my big wheelbarrow full, load it right on. Ideally you like 3 or 4 inches of compost on top, or mulch, whatever you're using. But because they're so deep, I'm going a little lighter on this bed here. So I could probably use a bit more compost on here. It's not as much as I would like, but better than nothing for right now. There we go. One bed of garlic ready. So there you go. Nice. I might come back and sift some more compost, but I'm too tired today. Had a long day already. So looks pretty good. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little video on my silage tarp and how I'm using it to prep my beds for my garlic. And I'll be using that for my other crops later on once I get my carrots and my salanova out of the ground. I'll be tarping my other area because it's so bad and weedy over there. It's unbelievable. Can't seem to keep it weed free. So I'll get that on before the snow hits. And I'll hopefully kill everything by spring and be ready for planting in the springtime. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to hit the little bell button so you guys get all updates when I post my new videos. And we'll see you out there. Happy gardening.